What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open.
It originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Agnew now to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, he's not going to get there. Not only going to be close, he was back up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Jaguars had 10-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, in the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Look at me.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Flushed out right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball banked way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to let it go again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Lawrence will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing, Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, back up, back up. Hey, solid. Hey, lock it. Hey, shoot. Fight.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Jones has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
Etienne once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Leo! Go! Hey, exit!
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, stand on! Yep. Hey, let's go!
Here's Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second down, Elliott once more.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
He'll get this to about the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
go. Go. Hey, watch it. Repeat that bomber. Repeat that bomber. Way to go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On second down, here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
10th carry now for Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Prescott.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Garabay's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence able to find Jones.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence into the hands of Ingram.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
This complete to Jones.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Hey, hold it. Go.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment?
Yeah.